Hello, everyone. This is Maryann, and you're listening to Random Sage with Maryann, me from Revealing Light. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. It's lovely to have you here listening to me on this podcast that I do, mostly every fortnight for the time being. I hope to get back to weekly podcasts, but for the moment, we're looking at fortnightly and mostly on a Friday, Australian time. That's what I aimed when I aim to release this. So today I want to look at haters gonna hate. Okay, so many of you are now thinking, hang on, I know a song like that. You know that because it is the words of US singer-songwriting icon Taylor Swift. And the words of the song go something like this: haters gonna hate, hate, hate. And you know the tune, so shake it off, shake it off. I think that's a good message for the moment, because where has hate led us to? It doesn't matter what part of the internet you're on, what social media you open up. So much, not all, but so much of it is about hate, hate, hate. You only have to look at what's going on in the royal family at this time. It's just so gutter, 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 gutter news, gutter politics, gutter everything. It's about people taking sides. Princess Catherine versus, Duchess Meghan, Princess William versus Prince William versus Prince Harry. It's Diana and versus Charles, and it just doesn't matter where you go. There's this hate. It has infiltrated every part of our virtual community life and virtual community politics as well. Virtual politics, virtual and actual politics. I wholeheartedly agree with Taylor Swift, who's come under fire recently for endorsing the current president of the United States. She's very much an influencer, Taylor Swift, and now she's very much targeted by the Make America Great Again cult. Though the haters there, the MAGA, Make America Great Again, I had to smile to myself, because often it's a smile. It's a wry smile. It's an ironic smile. It's a shaking my head in absolute disbelief smile. A MAGA supporter was asked, okay, make America great again. So when was America great? And I could not answer this. And this is because the hate is finding a way to people who are unable to see a bigger picture. Is it fair for us to expect them to see a bigger picture? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because the bigger picture concerns us all. So there's a responsibility to be able to see that bigger picture. What part do I play in society? Am I a positive cog in the whole wheel, or do I sprout this hate, hate, hate all the time? If you look at the MAGA politicians in the American Congress, it is also about hate, 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 hate. If you look at politics in my own country, the other side is always about hate, 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 hate. Who am I going to hate on today? What political mileage can I get if I engender hate, if I create a feeling in somebody to hate my opposition, then they will naturally come to me because they hate the other side. And so hate is at the basis of polarization. Haters in America, again, I shake my head in this wry, ironic smile, have found a way to support the insurrection at the Capitol that we saw unfold in our own eyes in real time, battering rams, breaking of the glass, storming of the Capitol. But it wasn't an insurrection, they say. It was a riot. It was a violent riot at the time that they were certifying the votes. Oh, come on. Come on. They found a way to support these actions. They call them patriots. They found a way, the haters have found a way to support a war criminal, Vladimir Putin, who was convicted of kidnapping tens of thousands of Ukrainian children to ship them off to Russia and deprogram them and program them instead as Russian citizens, a form of brainwashing. He invaded a sovereign country. I had to laugh when Tucker Carlson recent interview of Vladimir Putin, which was just really a PR opportunity for Putin. Carlson went to great pains to try and get Putin to say that the reason that he invaded Ukraine was because of the neo-Nazis up on eastern Ukraine that were killing and suppressing the Russians who just wanted to be part of Russia. Carlson spoon-fed him. We call it Dorothy Dix's in Australia. You give them someone a question that allows them to answer it and make themselves look good. However, Putin deviated from the script and said, I invaded Ukraine because Ukraine belongs to Russia. Ukraine is Russia's. And then proceeded to give Carlson a history lesson on how, the Baltic countries or everything belonged to Russia, and therefore I have the right to go and invade and take these countries. Well, what are we going to see next? What are we going to see next? Oh dear. If we're going to invade based on ancient boundaries or past boundaries, sovereign countries, what are we going to see next? But the haters have found a way to support the plausible genocide in Gaza. Haters come in all shapes and sizes from all sides of the political spectrum. They're almost, they don't look at things as in the issues as they arise. It's my side, therefore any truth I throw out there is not the truth because doesn't meet what I see is best for my side. Okay, so haters have found a way to support plausible genocide in Gaza. They come from all spectrums here. They have mocked and hated on people with disabilities. They have found ways to hate on the lifelong stutter of a president. They found a way to break the norms and instead inject hate. They hate a good economy. Every time there's news of economic recovery, the haters on the other side hate that. They hate lower gas prices, petrol prices. They hate that. They will find a way to hate. In Australia, they're hating on our Indigenous people after a referendum failed to give them a voice. It's about a quest for what they see as power. How ridiculous. Power isn't external, power is internal. One of the things that disappoints me the most about what we see coming out of the US at this time is that the haters have found a way to hate education, to hate learning, to hate knowledge, to hate books. I read something about Florida. That flip in Florida, DeSantis you've got to have some kind of permission to read books by Black authors. So not only have we got fascism now, but we've got racism injected in there as well. And those, if there's an opinion to be had, they will have it, and their opinion is right. Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. Your opinion, like mine, is only valuable if I listen to it. And I choose not to listen to half-baked opinions based on lack of fact. Oh, they hate the facts as well. If your opinion is ill-informed, I choose not to listen to it. I see it all on my social media channels. I moderate very heavily because I keep that nastiness away from my viewers. It's why people come to my channel, among other reasons, because I get predictions correct. I get them wrong too, but I get enough correct for them to keep people coming back. But I get so many trolls. Very tempting to turn comments off. I won't. But ill-informed, half-baked conspiracy opinions, denigrating other people. Back to the haters. So they've found a way to hate science, education, learning. They found a way to hate that. That's dirty. That's a dirty word, education. Science is even dirtier, let alone climate science. That is the worst of the worst. So they found a way to turn facts into fantasy, common sense into irrationality, and rationality into delusion. That's a good word for it, delusion. I can't see through the fog. I can't see what's in front of my face. And as a result, I make the wrong choices. But the responsibility comes back to the individual. If you're making the wrong choices, that is because if you're in America, if you're losing every election, every midterm, every federal election, if you're losing all the time and you haven't seen what's in front of your face, that's your responsibility. But don't come at me with hate and violence and trying to upend the rule of the law. You can bugger off. Okay. All right. So it just bewilders me how people can still support an ex-president, Donald Trump, who's been found liable for rape, whose business has been criminally convicted of fraud and tax evasion, who took classified documents, not just a handful in his garage. He trucked boxes of top secret classified documents out of the White House, trucked them out. He had boxes upon boxes, rooms of boxes in his bathroom, in his ballroom, in his storage room, in his secret rooms. You see why I still cultivate a wry smile, because this is a pretty shameful period in politics across the world, in society across the world, in the way we conduct ourselves on social media. It reminds me of when of frontier wars, well, not so much frontier wars, but when wilderness was being settled, when law and order was the Wild West, when law and order was first being founded, because you couldn't have communities without rules. If you had no rules, it descended into mayhem. And violence and anarchy, and it was unsustainable. But yet, in our wisdom, we created this social media thing without any rules, or without any rules. Come on, connect with your friends. Have your say in 140 characters, I think it was, years ago on Twitter. Connect with your friends. Come on, it's going to be a good thing. Well, look what else it brought. Look what else it's brought. So we're not going to clean misinformation up. We're not going to clean hate up until we start to put some rules around conduct on social media. You won't find me making up crap on my channels. You won't find me doing that. I have self-regulated myself as a result of my journalistic background. I was trained in the days when there were rules in the newsroom. So what's the way forward? Well, I think, you have to go down very low before you can come back up. And I think we've seen how low, we're starting to see how low things are going. And there will be a pathway up, but it will entail a lot of work, and a lot of bright minds to do that work, and a lot of good, dedicated, well-informed legislators to do that work as well. But change always occurs. Change is inevitable. So if you're concerned about the state of the world, understand that change is inevitable. We go low and then we move up from there, wiser for the experience, battle-wearied and battle-hardened as well, to make a sustainable society work for us. And that's the bottom line. So if haters come your way, just remember, haters going to hate. But shake it off. Shake it off. All right. Develop that wry smile like I do. It's a real asset. Irony is a real asset as well. All right. Thanks for tuning in to Random Sage. This is Maryann from Random Sage. I was going to say the thinking person's clairvoyant. I shouldn't say that. Someone else needs to say that about me. I shouldn't say that about myself, but I have spent a lifetime getting educated through university studies, and I'm proud of that. Education is a good word. Knowledge is a wonderful thing. Facts matter. All right. I'll be back again in a couple of weeks. In the meantime, thanks for staying tuned. You're listening to Maryann at Random Sage with Maryann, me, from Revealing Light. Bye for now.